Record the session. Let me share the screen.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Yeah,
This is Nagaraj.
yeah, Nairas. Good morning.
I configured clustering, sir, Windows and SQL both.
Very
So,
good.
yeah, if I want to remove the cluster and how it's, I want
So
to.
there is another option called remove node. Okay, how we have added node. First, you have to remove node from node 2, which is secondary node. Node 2 means a
Okay,
secondary node, not primary node. Okay, first you have to remove the nodes from the secondary node. Then you have to uninstall the SQL server. Okay, so in that way you can remove the nodes from the cluster setup. SQL Server clustering. Windows cluster setup is also same kind of thing. You have to remove the node, like we have add node, right? In the same way, we can remove the node, and then you have to what is that? There is a separate terminology. Um, I'll tell you. I'll show you that one. I cannot show you how to remove. Just try it, but I'll tell you the terminology. Okay.
yeah, okay. Because I want to configure again
You can
one or two
configure
times.
again. Yeah. Right. Okay. So today we'll discuss about the always on, and we'll discuss some basic things about this clustering, like how to check the cluster errors, where to check the cluster errors. Okay. We'll discuss those things, and then we'll jump into AG always on groups. Okay. Fine. So anyone knows where
Sir,
to check? Yes.
sir, this is Srinath, sir. Please give me the record permission.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. We can record the session. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Let me log into my node 1. Right. Okay. So in case of any unused processes and I'll kill those unused processes. So it will take CPU, memory, and disk, right? So in case if your disk is high, and check it and kill those processes. Some processes will kill immediately, some processes won't kill, some system process and all, then leave it. Okay. Fine. Okay. So where we have to check the cluster errors, how to find the cluster errors. Okay. So Like we have SQL Server error log. Please mute it. As we have SQL Server error log to check the SQL Server related errors and all. You can check in the SQL Server error log, right? So from where we can see that error log, from where we can open that error log, SQL Server error log, where we can find that one SQL Server error log.
Here event viewer we can check error log
Management.
path.
Not in the event viewer, in the SQL Server SSMS, where we can find that one.
Error log
Under the management.
under management we have under.
Okay, under management we have one error log, SQL Server error log. So there you can see lot of error logs like current error log, archive 1, archive 2. So like that. So which error log you have to open to see the current logs?
Recent one.
Recent one, which is current error log. You have to open current
Yes.
error log and you have to check it. Okay. So right. Padma, yesterday we have discussed it. Okay. So right, imagine if your disk is down, one of the disk is down, if your network IP is down, okay, if your cluster network name is down, if your SQL server is down, okay, or while patching from Windows side, sometimes if it is old server and all, okay, it will create a disk mount issue. Automatically, the disk and all won't be mounted. Please mute it. Please mute it. FIFA. Okay, done. Okay, so 1 minute, please. Yes, okay. If any of the resource is down, automatically your SQL server will be down. Any resource. Why? Because all the resources are, yesterday we have discussed it, right? Dependency. If your storage is down, your SQL server application will be down. Any of the storage, either data drive or log drive, any of the storage is down, your application will go to offline. If your IP address is down, your application go to offline. If your cluster network name down, your application go to offline. Okay. Mainly if your quorum is down, if your quorum is down, your cluster won't survive. Then all the applications like running on this cluster setup will be go down. Okay. These are the main things, and the two Windows people, they are going to patch Windows servers, right? Depends upon the activity. They will patch the Windows servers, and also during patching also, okay, they don't follow any procedure. They will just patch as per the data center location. Okay. So one data center service they will patch in a single shot. Another data center service will patch in a single shot. They will let us know the plan and all. They will raise a change request. Okay, these data centers we are going to patch in this change request, and these data centers we are going to patch in this change request. So what we have to do before their Windows patching, before their activity itself, we have to plan accordingly and make sure which change request they are executing first, and make sure all the resources, you can see all the server names in the change request, and check what are the resources involved in that server names, and if they are active nodes, and just fail over it to another node, and make sure those are the passive nodes. If not, also not an issue. Why? Because clustering is an automatic failover, right? Even while doing Windows patching, if any of the node is down, automatically it will be up and running from the next available node. Okay. So but the best thing is, before patching itself, just failover to your available nodes, alternate nodes. Then once patching is completed, they will let us know. Then again failover all the applications to another nodes, and make sure the another data center servers are passive nodes, and they are going to, okay, patch the passive nodes and all, right? And then finally, once patching is completed, Windows people let us know. Then what we have to do, we have to balance the resources. Okay, what are the preferred nodes for these applications, what are the preferred nodes for other applications? You have to balance the resources. Why? Because you did fail over from this, from node 1 to node 2, node 2 to node 1, like that. You just did fail over, right, multiple times. Then once finally the patching is completed, Windows patching is completed, then you have to balance the resources. Earlier, before Windows patching, what is the state? After Windows patching, also the same state should be there. Okay, mainly these are the reasons, like your any of the node will yes, node will go down. If secondary node goes down, no problem. Okay, right? And if quorum goes down, then your cluster will go down. Okay, and 1 minute. There's something evict node will be there. Evict. Okay, view cluster validation. You can see here, right? Configure cluster quorum. Destroy cluster is there. Like evict also will be there. Okay, so you have to evict the nodes and all. Okay, evict. I have to check that one. Remove, resume, pause, remove desktop, more actions, stop cluster service, evict. Okay, so evict will remove the node from your cluster setup. Okay, so in this way, once you just remove the nodes and all, then you can destroy the cluster completely. You can remove the cluster. Fine. Right, and you can see now it is showing a role is up and running, your Amazon application is up and running, right? So these are the possible reasons in the organization. If any of the resource is down, automatically your cluster setup will go down. Okay, so right, so way to check the main source is, if you just select here, okay, there you can see error 11 errors are there. If you select 11 errors, you can see, or else you can go to cluster events. Okay, like how we have SQL Server Management Studio for SQL Server to see all the events, everything, errors, actions, everything. To see all the events, how we have SQL Server, okay, error log. In the same way, okay, we have cluster events, okay, for the cluster error log and all. Srinivasarao, you joined late. Okay, so in the same way, how we have SQL Server error log for SQL Server errors and information, and in the same way we have cluster event. The first source is we have to check the cluster events. In case if any issue, if the node is down, if the drive is down, if the IP is down, if the SQL Server network name is offline, if anything is down, first source is you have to check the cluster events. First source is cluster events. Okay, so if you see here, you can see error. Okay, the information about the error you can see under, okay, this section. Clustered role, cluster group has exceeded failure. I told you right yesterday, cluster role, cluster group has exceeded its failure threshold. What is the solution for this, guys?
We have to increase that numbers.
Very good. Okay, cluster role or cluster group has exceeded its failure threshold. It has exhausted the configured number of failure attempts within the failure period time allotted to it and will left in a failed state. No additional attempts will be made to bring the role online or fail it over to another node. If you just increase it that particular number of, okay, cluster failure threshold limit, it won't fail over, and your application also will be down from your primary node. Okay, please check and event associated with this failure after the issues causing the failure are resolved. So like this, you can see main thing is like first 3 lines, and you can see when it was generated 10:16, at what time it was generated 9:14:18 a.m. Okay, 9:14 means yesterday it was generated, right? Today is 10:17. Yesterday morning it was generated. You can see here yesterday morning it was generated. These are all errors yesterday morning only. Yesterday uh, morning class. Okay, yesterday we just discussed it, right? 9:14, 9:14, 9:14. Might be I just shut down the server, one of the node. So that's why, okay, you can see 9:14 all the errors came. So in this way you can just find out, okay, everything, what are the errors are there. The cluster service failed to bring cluster role, cluster completely online or offline. One or more resources may be in a failed state. one or more resources may be in a failed state. This may impact the availability of the clustered role. Okay, so like this you can see, and I hope you know. So in case if any resource is down, for example, okay, these are the resources, right? We have, and let me go down resources, right? Imagine, let me, okay, take offline. Yes. So if the drive is offline, see here, all your services will be down. See, log drive is down, right? Your cluster network name and IP address will be up and running, no issues. But Amazon application master data database log files and other system database log files are stored in this drive. If it is down, your SQL server is unable to access master database log file. If SQL server is unable to access master database files, your SQL server will be down. Even if you are trying to bring this resource up and running, it won't start. It will throw the error. Okay, you can see the error. Okay, what is the error? It is okay. Why? Because as there is no issue, once you just started, automatically log drive comes to online, then all the resources comes to online. Okay, something happened if the log drive is not okay, like sometimes log drive or else any drive, any storage properly, it won't be mounted properly. So even though you are bringing the resources online, it won't come online. You have to again take the help of the storage team. You have to involve Windows. Guys, remember 60 to 70 percentage, if any Windows cluster related errors, small errors, we can troubleshoot like this. If any resource is down, you can try to bring the resource online. Okay, right click. So now it is, you can see, right, take offline, right? Once if the drive is offline, then offline will be disabled and bring online will be highlighted. Okay, you have to choose bring online. If there is no issues with the storage, automatically the storage will be online, or else any resources will be online, then automatically your SQL server will comes back. Okay, but if it is not coming back, storage is not coming, you are trying to bring the storage online but still it is not coming back, then you have to involve Windows team. Windows team will involve storage team. Storage team will completely remove all the storages from each and every node, and they will re-add the storages to every node. Then they are going to re-add the storage again in the cluster setup. Once the storage is added in the cluster setup, then again you have to bring the SQL server up and running. In that way you can fix the issue. Okay, so again, Windows cluster, sometimes it will be not in our hands. Even quorum is also down. You can try to bring the quorum up and running. Just go to the storage in case if it is a disk witness. Just in case if your quorum is down like this, okay, your quorum is down, it is offline, then you have to directly right click on it, bring it online. If it is online, offline, bring it online. If there are no issues, then it will come online immediately. If there are some issues, then it won't come online. Check the error, okay, in the cluster events. If you are able to fix that error, try to fix it. Okay, if not, immediately take the help of the Windows team. If it is storage related and all, of course you have to involve storage team also. Okay, so this is one area where we can check the errors. Okay, cluster events, first thing. Second thing is individual SQL Server error logs. You can check SQL Server error logs, right? So in the SSMS, you can open management. There you can see, okay, error log. If you expand error log, there you can see current error log. You have to select current error log and you can check any errors are logged in or not. And one more question. Hmm, anyone find the reason why we can install only 25 instances? No one got that solution. Why we can install only 25 instances? No one? Bad luck, guys. I want to give 2000 rupees Amazon voucher if you tell the answer for this question.
Sir,
Yes, sir. You know the answer?
I think 25 is in up and running, 25 in started state, sir.
That is okay. 25 up and running, 25 stopped state means all 25 are. See, if one instance means now I have, it doesn't matter now. I don't have two instances. One instance only that will run from the primary node up and running. That will be in stopped state in the second node. That doesn't mean 50 instances, 25 up and running, 25 down. Okay, 25 instances only maximum. But 25 instances means for each instance you can find two copies. One is in primary, another one is in secondary. Okay, that is not the answer, Padma. Okay, fine. I have a
Okay.
quick question for all of you. Yeah, tell me. Okay, so I have a quick question for all of you. Yeah.
Why
Ah,
25?
yes. Why you have to tell the answer? I gave you the time 2 days.
Not like that, sir. Actually, we are using 2000, sir.
Hmm. 2012 only 25 only we can do it.
Limitation network shares, limitation ఉంటుంది కదా సార్ నెట్వర్క్ షేర్ హోస్ట్ కానీ డేటాబేస్ ఫ్లష్ కానీ అది ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కూడా కొన్ని లిమిటేషన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా సార్.
Okay, that's why we can do only 25. Huh? Okay, so let me tell you that is not the answer. Okay.
Storage, because you are only shared drives.
Still drives.
Because drives the problem, because we have only 26 25 drives only possible. That is the problem, I think.
Who is that? Dilip
Dilip.
Reddy. You are closer to answer. Okay.
So 25 instances
We have
on a
only
payload.
26 alpha
Tell me.
bits.
Hello. Yeah, tell me.
So this is 25 instances on a failover cluster when we are using a shared cluster disk as a storage option for us.
Why? That's why. So everyone knows answer 25 only yesterday.
Supports only 50 instances.
Sorry.
Because we have 26 alpha bits. C drive is for.
Sir, we have 25 alphabets, sir. 26 alphabets. 26 alphabets, sir. In C drive, we are already keeping that all the destination, all the Windows rated.
Yesterday, no one opened your mouth. Now everyone is telling the answer. Now also I asked, right, everyone. Then if I offer 2000 gift card, then only you will open the mouth or what?
It's not
Yesterday I asked or not. Now also ask. No one is responding for 5 minutes or 2 minutes.
It's a common sense. I think it's a drive letters.
What happened to your common sense yesterday? Yesterday you attended the class?
Yeah. That's right, sir.
Morning also I asked. Okay, just now also I asked. No one responded. Yes, Dilip and Srinivas, you both are correct. Okay, you can use only one shared drive to install one instance. Once this was attached to any of the instance application, you cannot use this shared drive for other instances. Okay, so like that we have 26 drive letters. Okay, alphabets, 26 alphabets are there, right? So 26 drive letters. Okay, so C drive is not shareable between the resources. Okay, C drive is not shareable between the resources. You cannot use C drive as a shared drive. So 25 drives you can use it. 26 minus 1, 25 drives you can use it. So maximum, if you choose one drive for one instance, then 25 instances, 25 drives. So that's why you can install only 25 instances. Okay, clear?
Sir, ఇంకోసారి చెప్పండి సార్.
Yeah, nothing, FIFA. Say for example, here you can see, right, one drive. Okay, data drive, you can install all your data files, log files, and tempdb files, okay, and backup files, everything into this drive. If this drive is occupied, imagine if this drive is occupied with Amazon application. Now again, you cannot use the same drive for another application. So for one application, only one drive you can use it. Okay. For one application, a minimum of one drive you can, maximum any drives you can use it, but minimum of one drive you can use it. Okay, for one application. If you want to keep everything in the same drive, you can give only one drive. So once this C drive is allotted to the Amazon application, now you are installing Flipkart application, Flipkart SQL server. This E drive will be disabled for the Flipkart. You have to use one more drive for Flipkart. Okay, like that, once the drive is mounted or mapped with one application, that drive you cannot use for the other applications, sorry, other applications. So one drive is for one instance. Like that, you will have 26 drives. Okay, C drive is not shareable drive. 26 drives means what? 26 alphabets. Okay, so 26 drives. C drive is not shared between the resources, so 26 minus 1, 25 drives, and you will have, okay, 25 drives. You can use those 25 drives to install 25 instances.
Okay, sir. Now can understand.
Okay, fine.
Understood, sir. One small doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. See, this quorum drive is Windows level, sir. It's shareable.
Of course, it is shareable. You cannot install anything here, but actually you cannot install anything in the quorum. Quorum is not eligible. Okay, so it's shareable only, but you cannot install anything in the quorum. It's not eligible. Okay, but again, you can ask, then why sir you are saying about, okay, 25 instances, then it will be 24, right? We have two quorum options, right? What is that another quorum option? This is the disk witness.
Okay.
And another option is
File share
witness. If you go for file share witness, this drive will be released, right?
Okay.
Clear? If it is a file share witness, then no need to depends on disk. You can simply go for a shared folder, and it will act as a file share witness. Then all your 25 drive letters will be available, and you can install your SQL server.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Right. Okay. So the first thing is cluster events. There you can check the cluster error. Second thing is, okay, you can check here in the under management. You can check under maintenance, not SQL Server logs. There you can see current error logs and archive. If you open current error log and all, you can see some errors, okay, related to the cluster setup and all. So apart from these two, we have one common source. What is that, guys? Can anyone tell me?
For checking logs.
Event viewer.
Event viewer, very good. Okay, so we have event viewer. So it is very common for every issue. You can open event viewer. Okay, what is that shortcut? EVENT VWR. Okay, this is a shortcut. Open event viewer and go to application logs, and you can see SQL Server related logs and all. There also you can, okay, check the errors. Whatever errors are there, it will be logged. All the applications, not only SQL Server, all the applications that you have installed in this machine. Okay, if any errors are there, those errors will be logged inside your Windows logs, application logs. From here, you have to filter the SQL Server error logs and all, SQL Server errors and all. In that way, also you can find out what is the exact issue. And I hope you know how to filter it. Last time we have discussed how to filter the error logs, errors from your event viewer. Okay, so these are the three main sources that we are going to use, okay, to check the, see here, error. Okay, what is the error? The log shipping. This is log shipping related error. And in the same way, you can see, okay, log shipping has backup threshold 60 minutes and has not performed a backup log operation. Any errors, and you can use this filter current log option, and you can only check errors. Okay, if you want check errors, only check errors, and you can choose the sources. What is the event source? SQL Server, any other application. Okay, you can check the sources and all. Okay, from this you can choose the instances. Okay, Amazon, and 2017 default instance. Okay, so if you choose the sources, then if you click OK, now you can see only errors that belongs to these instances. Okay, so you can see here log shipping primary. So like this, you can see all the errors: replication, distribution, database mirroring connection. Mirroring also, see here, database mirroring connection error 4, an error occurred while receiving data. The program issue a command, but the command length is incorrect. Okay, so like this you can see. Okay, so these are the errors, okay, that will be logged, okay, in the event viewer. So this is how you can check the event viewer, and this is how you can filter the errors in the event viewer, guys. Clear? Any issues, any doubts?
Clear, Shanmugh.
Very good. Okay, so now let's jump into
And
the
Shanmugh,
yeah, yeah,
just
tell me. Yeah, tell me.
just I want to share one thing. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
how actually how good this class is for now. Actually, I am in shift now. Okay,
Oh, okay, okay,
I'm in morning shift.
okay,
Yesterday they have done some failover clustering. Actually, they
okay,
have done one activity on one node.
okay,
Okay, my night shift guy, they have moved resources, and
okay,
he has done everything perfectly,
okay,
and he gave handover. It is completed. I
okay,
also logged in and I checked.
okay,
Everything is fine.
okay.
Okay. And later, some application DBA started saying like the quorum is not in the primary node.
Okay, okay,
Okay. Then see, if I would have not attended this class, definitely
okay,
I would be in some dilemma. Okay,
okay.
maybe this is what the issue, all those
Mm,
things. Since I learned all those things now,
mm,
so I can clearly went there and I checked SQL
okay,
cluster is fine. It is on the
okay.
primary node,
Mm,
but Windows cluster, it is on the secondary node. So
okay.
quorum is saying, showing there. So I
Okay.
can confidently say that one, there is no issue from
Yes,
our end,
yes, yes.
and SQL Server services are fine.
Very good,
So
very
that is
good.
one live example currently I'm
Good,
facing. I'm feeling happy
good,
that
good,
it
good,
is
good.
instantly working for me.
Yeah, yeah, good, good, good. Please let me reconnect. Okay, you can please join immediately. It is showing less than 1 minute. Please let me reconnect, guys. Please join immediately.